What's happening, everybody? Indianimal J back with a video for y'all. This one's going to be a story time from prison. Um, this happened at the Indiana State Farm, which is Putnamville Correctional Facility. It's located in Greencastle, Indiana. And this happened, I was there in 2013. I was serving a 1.5-year sentence for possession of klonopins. I got caught with a whole bunch of klonopins. And anyway, that's near here nor there. When you come into the state farm, that's what we call it here, the farm. It's a pretty notorious prison in Indiana. And this was the only fight incident I got into. I'm not going to sit here and act like all these other prison YouTubers that were all the fucking toughest motherfuckers. They all had cell phones. They all had dope. None of that. I did a lot of Suboxone there. Like I said, a 1.5 years. I probably had 10 days without Suboxone the whole time I was there. It started the very first day I got there. But anyway, when you get there, you go to 17 South when you first get there. That's the orientation dorm. They give you orientation. That's when they decide if you're gonna be in school, if you're gonna do a trade, if you have a job, whatever it is, and then they put you in a dorm. The dorms, I think, started at 10 or 11, and then they went up to 18. I was in it, and then from 17 South, I was there a month. Everything was straight. I'm not in a gang. I've never been in a gang. I'm real easy, laid back dude, easy to get along with. I'm fucking clown all the time. So they moved me to 18 South. If you had less than like 2 years to do, you went to 18 South. And that's where you would do like your pre-release class and things like that. So, and there was also just random motherfuckers that would put over there, that might have longer periods of time. And this dude comes over there, and dude's got he's got glasses so fucking thick you can see the future. He's probably like 45. Just fucking, like, if you picture a child molester, this motherfucker is what you think of, basically. So I asked the dude, you can't just fucking assume. I'm like, hey man, what are you in here for? He's like, oh shit, I'm in here for driving. I'm like, for driving? He's like, yeah, driving, drunk driving. I'm like, damn. I'm like, well, let me see your yellow packet, your paperwork. And my dude's sitting on my bunk at the same time. And he's right, like I said, he's right on the other side of this little, like, 4-foot concrete wall from me, directly behind me. He's like, oh no, I don't want to talk about my case. So I'm like, grab it. So my dude grabs this fucking packet and throws it to me, and I start reading it. This motherfucker is in there for forcefully sodomizing a child under 12 years old. Okay? Anybody and everybody knows child molesting is the absolute worst fucking charge you can have in prison. Indiana, they don't really have a prison like a S&Y yard. Either if somebody's going to PC, you check in and go sit and do your time in the hole, or you're fucked, basically. This dude, like I said, this was in just, the main line, general population, whatever you want to call it. This is a medium security, it's medium maximum. I had a 1.5 years to do, like I said. Anyway, I read the paperwork. Dude's in there for forcefully sodomizing a child under 12. Okay, I don't have any children. I've got several godchildren. I love animals. I love kids. So, and there's also a female guard that lets me know about this. And she lets, a few other people know or whatever. Like, she was a big girl. Everybody flirted with her because you're in fucking prison. That's what you do, So she told a couple other people. Some of these other people are in gangs, and they're just like, fuck it, man. We'll just extort this dude. And I'm thinking in my head, like, man, fuck this. We're not just going to extort this motherfucker. Like, this motherfucker. And I'm not in a gang. Like I said, I never have been. I think I mentioned that. But I'm like, this motherfucker's got to go. I'm not going to sit there and look at this dude every day. You know what I mean? And just knowing he did that. And he had came in the morning. That's when they moved people at this facility. And I'm thinking about this shit all day. It's just eating me up. I didn't do anything to him right when I read it. Obviously, the fucking guard station was like 20 feet away from where I slept. But, I let this shit stir in my head all day, and I'm thinking about it. I'm like, fuck it. and I'm already shitty because I'm not getting any visits at this prison. I'm like 5 hours from home. I got like one person I'm talking to on the phone, on the prison payphone, not a cell phone. I didn't have a cell phone like every other fucking prison YouTuber claims to have had. And also, like we would do Suboxone, the way we did it there, we would snort it. You mix it, the strip, like a piece of, like an eighth of it, in a chapstick cap with hot water, stir it up, and you snort the water, and it would get you high as fuck. Like the first time I did, I threw up, and I probably went 10 days, the whole year and a half I was there, without doing it. Actually, I did it the very first day I got there. Also, after your initial buzz starts wearing off, it fucking puts you in a shitty ass mood. So I'm already shitty. I did my Suboxone that day. It's wore off. I'm in a pissed off mood. And that shit's eating my head up. You know what I mean? Just thinking about what the dude, you know, fucking trying to put a scenario, like picturing the shit happen in my head. And I'm fucking like damn near irate about it. So they go to do their nighttime count. I don't remember if it was like, I think it's 10 o'clock was the last, or the count they did. And they just go through, if there's only one guard working in a dorm, there's usually two, but if there's one, another guard will come in. And I think that was the case. And like I said, there's the east and west side of the dorm. I think I was on the west side and they were on the east side counting. And while they were counting, you know, I climbed up on this little 4-foot partition wall. And I jumped up as high as I could. And well, first off, the dude was laying down. He was asleep. He had his, you know, they issue you a sock hat. He had it kind of pulled down over his eyes, and he had a book on his chest. I remember it like it was yesterday. You know, and he's asleep. So I climb up on this 4-foot, and I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, you couldn't give the dude a fair fight." Fuck no, man. Fuck you. Was it fair when he fucking sodomized a child under 12? This dude gets no fucking mercy whatsoever. Fuck him. I don't regret this. Anyhow, I climbed up on this 4-foot little partition wall, jumped up as high as I could, and landed on dude's face. Then I put my knee in his chest, and I hit him with my right hand 5, 6, 7 times. I mean, as hard as I could. I'm a big dude. I'm 6'3", 250. The dude was asleep, but instantly when I landed on his face, I had my state boots on. Instantly, this he's unconscious now. You know what I mean? He's definitely asleep now. So I do that. Somebody's yelling, the guards are about to come back, you know. So I jump back in my bed and you know, kind of pretend like I'm asleep, look around, and people are laughing and shit. And I look up, and this dude's trying to stand up, doing a little fucking bird leg, you know what I mean? Fucking don't know what's going on. And you know, he went up and I guess told the guards that he got jumped. I never seen the dude. You know, they took him out of the dorm when this happened. I never seen the dude again. But apparently, I guess it broke his eye sockets, broke his jaw, and I guess he had to have, like, I don't know what kind of surgery, plastic or reconstructive or whatever the fuck it is, on his face. And no one in the dorm told on me, obviously, when it happened. Nobody's going to go fucking tell on you right in front of everybody. They ended up putting me under investigation for it. It was probably 3 weeks later. I was on the prison phone talking to the one person I had to talk to, and the guards came and got me, and they put me in seg, and I was under investigation for, you know, assault or whatever. Nothing ever came out of it. They didn't have cameras in the dorms. This was a very, very old facility. And I don't know if it used to be a county jail or when it first opened, it's underground. So there's like 2 or 3 floors underground where they take you, you know, for whenever you're in segregation. You're being administrative segregation, which that's what you are whenever you're under investigation, or just you can be under disciplinary segregation. I never got wrote up about it, so I don't know. I just assumed that, you know, they tried questioning me about it. I told them I didn't know what happened. I was sleeping at the time. So I'm not sure how they even found out that it was me. I mean, there's blood on my pants and shit, but they don't go through really checking shit like that. Like, they went by that night when it happened. They checked everybody's fists. They walked through both sides of the dorms. You know, my fists weren't split open or whatever. And You know, I'm acting like I'm sleeping, just waking up, showing them. So I guess somebody fucking put a kite in or told them it was me, but, you know, they weren't willing to write a statement or whatever where I would, you know, would find out and everybody would find out that, you know, they told. But yeah, man, AdSeg at that place was fucking insane. Like I said, there was 2 stories, and like I said, they were underground, both of them. It was fucking nasty. It was a 6x6 foot cell. All you have in there is your bed, a toilet, and a sink. There's fucking rats down there, fucking spiders. It's like when you think about like Alcatraz, and the one-man cells with bars. That's what it looks like. Like you can talk to the. There's nothing. You have no human contact. Like you can't see across from you. There's nothing but a wall. You can talk to the people on either side of you. And for rec, they put you in this little cage that's probably like 15 foot by 6 foot, and it has a phone in it. That's all that's in it. That's your rec. You get that like 2 or 3 times a week. You know, they cuff you and put a leash on your, you know, around your cuffs and walk you to the shower. So you don't get, I mean, you have no contact at all. It sucks. I'm trying to think. That time they kept me in Steg, I think, for 3 weeks. And then they, you know, they put me back into a different dorm. Like I said, I never got charged with it. I don't regret this whatsoever. These are fucking low in my mind. That's about the extent of the story. I think it's a good story. Fuck child molesters. I don't know. I got a lot more stories to come. Please like this video. You know what I mean? Subscribe. If you don't subscribe to my channel, basically, I'm going to take it as you support child molesters. So everybody like, subscribe, share this video. Fuck child molesters. That's about it. Hit the notification bell, man. I got more stories to come. It's kind of the first one I thought of to do, so it's what it is. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Until next time, Indiana with Jay.